Hello, I'm Richard Winters, and welcome to Richard Winters Horsemanship. We're here in Grass Valley, maybe the most beautiful place in the world, with my good friend Eitan Beth-Halachmy. Thanks for letting us come to Grass Valley today. Beautiful place, and we have been trying to figure out this whole new phenomenon of cowboy dressage. You and your wife and some cohorts of yours have built a whole new industry within the equine industry, and it's taking the world by storm. I had a few months ago the privilege to go to your finals event over in Sacramento, and you had a special event there called the Top Hand Competition. I'd never competed in cowboy dressage before. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a whirl. Had a lot of fun that day, but I'm back to learn a little bit more. And so we're out here on your dressage court, and can you just kind of help me understand, and our viewers understand, what's out here and what are these obstacles, and what does this deal with cowboy dressage?
Well, the first thing is not really a dressage court, it's a cowboy dressage court. Okay. The dressage court is very different than what we created for the Western horse. And when we did it, what we had in mind is something that can suit the lifestyle of the cowboy. We did not create a big discipline. The discipline creates itself. Okay. What we did, we really gave an idea that I guess that we all doing it for how many years? We go back to history and we all doing dressage, but we didn't have the right name for it. All right. Okay. And so what we did, we took that old discipline of dressage and make a little bit changes that can really suit what you and I doing every day when we get on our Western horses. Because good horsemanship is good horsemanship. Good horsemanship, yes. Right. We are a little bit more aware that the horse should be the one that be the number one in our life, in a way. So we are the first and probably the only discipline that rewarding kindness, be nice to your horse, meaning that we eliminate 700 pages of rules that become only one page, and that page you open it up and you say, be kind. Yes. So now when you look at what we created here, we created really a piece of real estate that is smaller than the original of dressage court, and we thought most of us can afford it. It's a 20 meter by 40 meter, okay? Okay. What we call the challenge cowboy dressage court. The challenge is an additional by adding the ground poles on the ground, which I know by now that a lot of people looking at it and they say, well, it's a trail obstacle. It's not. It's not really that, is it? It's nothing to do with obstacle. It's nothing to do with trail. What it is just help the novice or the newcomer into a cowboy dressage to find themselves around the court and give the horse a reason to bend around the circle. It's kind of define the full reference point of every circle and everything that a horse really need to quit being lazy and start picking up his feet when he sees something in front of him on the ground. Yeah, now that's a strange dichotomy because you say it's to make it easier, and I found that when I did it, it was helpful to have that frame of reference, but there was also a challenge and a difficulty there in navigating those poles and getting your horse to stride and cadence correctly over those poles. It was tricky for me. It was tricky because you went right to the top of the ladder, okay? If you keep going by the levels, you're going to find out, you're going to build a horse that can, one step at a time, okay, go and find himself in a little bit easier situation for him to negotiate over those ground poles. If you just go to what you did was really the top hand of our challenge course, and it's a little bit more difficult. I found it to be a little bit more difficult. And yes. I want to tell you another thing is that the definition of the gaits of the cowboy dressage horse are walk, jog, and lope, which are not the trot and the canter that you find in the English discipline or in the dressage discipline.